It's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I am all out of gum.
Respect my authority!
Hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. How's everybody doing? You guys are well? And what's up Leo? What's up NA? My stop? Dookie boy? Who else we have here? Born to Win official. Welcome Rafal. OMG SP. Hope I didn't miss it. Adam Anwar, how are you doing? Hope I didn't miss out anyone. Are all gathered today to mourn our deceased friend Battlegrounds, who's... I know, right? This week is gonna be dreadful. There's no Battlegrounds. And there's no new content coming out, really. I mean, we're gonna have a new EOP fight on Wednesday, that's something. But other than that, you know, have EQ done. Nothing else. BG rewards, probably like tomorrow, most likely at some point. Hey, what's up, Blizz? How are you doing? I'm gonna not claim that for a second. BG modders miss you? Probably. Probably they do. So, what are we gonna do? Well, by the looks of it, we're gonna jump in arena. We need to get... So it needs to be awakened? Ideally, yeah, but even unawakened, he's threatening defender and can do offensive things too. I mean, awakened is better, but like I took mine to rank 3 unawakened. Eventually I did awaken him, but I still found it to be worth ranking up. Maybe you like the noise before and then the little rewards, nice. I mean, that's how life is. I miss arenas. Do you? I mean, I do a bit. I mean, I don't, but I need the units. I need as many units as possible. I need as many units as possible as I figured out who I will rank for. I am sitting on enough materials to rank for somebody. Did you know? You became Paragon today. Nice! Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Remember when Arena was less of a chore? No, Arena has always been a chore. I mean, before Battlegrounds came out, it was easier to convince yourself to grind Arena though. Please rank for someone not annoying. Thinking Bishop, or Halfling, or Man-Thing or Sasquatch, something like that. Tiger is also an option. And the mother program. Yes, I saw some of it, I read through it. It was quite interesting. I'm not going to pretend that I understand it all, but I do want to talk to you a bit more about it though. Because you could be... I could use you. I mean, that's just a blatantly open and menacing statement. As in, like, if you can do that, you can probably data mine the new champs and stuff like that as well. And their abilities with their link, can't you? Or some new stuff, interesting stuff that's happening. And could be interesting. You can do Man-Thing, I don't mind. Why? Why don't you mind if I do Man-Thing? Man-Thing easy claps. What class are you thinking rank for? Well, in theory, I should do Mutant because I only have 2 Mutant rank 4s. So it's probably gonna be Bishop. Where do you finish in top 10? Somewhere in top 10, yeah, I think. I'm quite sure though, it's somewhere in top 10. Which, you know, I'm still not happy about. Here's the thing, you know, chances are I probably would have finished somewhere in top 10 anyways. But I'm very pissed off that they took away opportunity for me to fight for top 3. You can use me? Well, I will try. Finish 10,000, fair enough. What's up, Snake? How are you doing? What's up, another black man? Come on, let's go for easy claps. Look at that. Finally a peaceful stream. I took away BG's line. I don't know either. Because they're incompetent, that's why. But yeah, I think Bishop is most likely rank 4. Bishop is most likely rank 4. Compensation warranted in this situation? I believe it is. Well, number one, I couldn't get the last 2 solo objective things, so I missed out on 1,200 Battlegrounds tokens as is. And, you know, this would be like if they cut off Final War of Alliance War season midway through. That's virtually the same thing. And then the Alliance who had explored more early on wins. Just because. You know? This, yeah, it's a similar situation because, you know, there are plenty of people who were planning to do final pushes. There are plenty of people, you know, who were in the middle of their games. I don't see realistically how they would say that it's not warranted, for instance. When will rewards be out? I do not know this. I do not know this. Haha, you suck. Oh, come on, really? Yeah, you still suck. There's armor broken. Interesting. I didn't play much last night because I was going to push this morning. Well, yeah, I didn't play yesterday at all because I was going to play all day today. So, Doogie boy, how are you doing? Loving my rank 4 overseer? Fair enough. That's a champion to love for sure. Guess who can't miss, you little weasel? Guess who can't miss, ya little weasel? Oh, forgot. Not forgot, but didn't notice. All good. All good. But yeah, Kabam does Kabam things. Kabam does Kabam things. So, what you gonna do about it? Gonna grind some arena. Get some ball chips. And then spend bottle chips on the good stuff. Nimrod and Hercules is my second and third rank force. Nice. Those are very solid picks. I have those rank forces though. Not even in-game message. I know, right? And also on forums, virtually no response. Kabam Mike replied something like blah 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 blah. We're looking into it or something. And it's always there for you. BG's thing. Yeah, I mean, that's true. At least the arena is here. Yeah, I feel like that too. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I genuinely feel like that. Well, arena is not necessarily always here. Like this morning, for instance, arena was not here. There was some shitty arenas. That is solid Kabam my impression. Thanks. With 6 zones and Doom or Rentra. My Rentra is actually only like 660 or 680, I think. Took Doom to 6200 because of prestige reasons. But it's good to have Doom highly ranked, I think. So, I'm not sure which one is best, to be honest. I think both are solid uses of your 6. Yeah. Pew. It's better than arena. Well, I mean, shitty arena is just not worth grinding. Quicksilver need awakening? Yes. I mean, I would say he does. What's up, Tom? How are you doing? By the way. Battlegrounds rewards are out. You're bullshitting again, aren't you? You just want to be timed out immediately. Or are you? Yeah. If anybody checks, can anybody check? I think that's a timeout. I think that's a very, very, very deserved timeout. I'm gonna restart my game. And if there are no rewards, then Apple gets a timeout. It's just simple as that. I do not put up with this. Dude, I just joined the stream. Well, you work quick, you get timed out quickly. Or, you know. Ah, only 6. Yeah, fine. No rewards. Okay, I won't restart the game. We'll just time out. Q, you can have the honors. There you go. I knew Q was gonna want to do this anyways. Ah. Really? How dare you? How dare you? No, let's take him out. There you go. It had to be done. I'm very sorry, but it obviously had to be done. He left us no choice. UOP Terex be Terexing? Ah, he's not too bad. What's up, big deal? Here my rank for Doom around 90, Mystic 6 stones, and after I get Scarlet Witch, I won't choke the 6 out of Doom, give it to her. Fair enough. My Scarlet Witch is still unawakened, so I'm not doing anything with her right now. Hey, what's up, Growler? How are you doing? And I don't have a 6-star Quicksilver, so that's another reason not to do anything. Hey, what's up, Lan? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Look at this little beautiful Angela. Getting heavied like nobody's business. But jokes on him. I wanted that precision. Yeah, I mean, White Mommy has rank 4 6200 college. Trying with Forza Suns, but I just can't do anything. Oh, that sounds rough, man. Don't you have like a Havoc as well or something? I mean, Havoc would do fine. Well, the thing is, there is no usually yet with Battlegrounds, because this is only second season. Right? So, we don't know. We'll see soon enough. Check this out, boys. No cap. Oh, crap. I pushed myself in 3. And Angela, Kitty, and Frost, that's what it stands to see girls. Angela, no. Angela reminds me of like some butch lesbian. I don't know. Do I do have Havoc? Well, then you go. Go with Havoc. Go with the Havoc. Havoc can do that fight. You just got pulled. Good maybe match. Need 1 win. Oh, sorry to hear the war. Emma is up there though, for sure. I think Black Cat is up there. I think people do be sleeping on that Black Cat magic. And the Toad absolutely need Awakening to be useful offensively? No. You can use him unawakened. I mean, Awakened is better, but even unawakened, he can be decent. Pew, 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 pew! Look at this loser. What happened to your armor ups, you loser? You're not even a real lady. Your robo-vagine got destroyed. Angela is ready. I ran Weekend in my deck now to kill rank for Halflings for fun. Weekend does kill them fast, yes. I got an overBGs? Nope. Still bummed out. Still bummed out about the whole Battlegrounds thing. Thought Mojo gets the kill for. Oh god. God, have mercy. You'll want to test out rank 2 suicides. Oh. Normal meta. I'll ask White Mommy for that. White Mommy will have that ready. Pew pew. Come on, die. Ah. You were unlucky, and you still triggered it. Oh, we lost and didn't realize that. Didn't count week 4. Quit. Out. Okay, we lost and didn't realize that it didn't count till week 4. What do you mean didn't count till week 4? Oh. Oh, that's silly. Black Cat and Valkyrie, I think Black Cat more. Who do you like more? I like Black Cat more. Who I think will be more useful? Probably Black Cat. I don't know. I think so. We'll see. Valkyrie is kind of cool too, though. Like, do not underestimate Valk. Valk does things. Pew 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 pew. That's a level 2. Okay, that's not a pew pew. That's a punchy punch. What was my score? My score was 1 million points. Against very underrated. What do you think? He's an amazing neutralizer. I do think he's kind of underrated, but also I understand why, if that makes sense. I do think a lot of people are dismissing him to casual, but realistically, like, let's say we have 3 neutralized champs, which is, you know, mainly what Wiccan is kind of like looked at for, right? So we have 3 neutralized champs, and I do think Tiger and Range are better. So I do think, you know, justifiably, if you have to kind of like pick in that lane, then you know, you probably want to go with Rintra, because he's like great 2-way champ and just a beefy lad. And Tiger is Tiger, you know, so I do think Wiccan is not as good as those. At the same time, obviously, I do find value in Wiccan. 100 units I've been getting this month is ridiculous. Very good then. Should be happy with that, no? Look at that. Korg actually can finish fights relatively quickly. I'm kind of in 2 minds about taking Korg to rank 4 and then using him offensively. Because, you see, once you get that armor break in, you can do pew-pews. I'm gonna be destroying Battlegrounds with Korg. I'm kidding. Korg sucks. Korg can go and fuck himself with a piece of asphalt. By becoming Blizzard. Who? What? Me? No. Did I just hear that correctly? No, I didn't. You heard nothing. So we can take rank 4 thing down in a minute. Yeah. We can take some fights ridiculously fast. That is true. Like Hulklings, like things, like Null. Hey, no, you he's Korg attack. I know. Come at me, you little yonder weasel. We can like put people's target and come pretty much. Tank speed, Rangers tank. Wiccan is like in the middle. Wiccan is kind of in the middle, but except that Wiccan is also one of the squishiest of the squishy squirmers. Wiccan pretty much was the squishiest Mystic champion until New Spidey came along, and New Spidey introduced us to the new meaning of squishy. I mean, yeah, if you have like the Mojo synergy with Korg, then you know Korg can do damage, but what are you expecting in terms of the store for Cyber Weekend? I don't really know this time around, honestly, until I properly kind of like sit down. But even then, I think this time around it's impossible to kind of like predict it well enough, because we're dealing with like 5 new things. We're dealing with so, right? Listen to me very carefully, young lad. Youngin, listen to me very carefully. We're dealing with tier 5 class catalysts, or tier 6 class catalysts, sorry, something like that, right? So we're dealing with rank 5 materials. We are also dealing with relics, relic crystals. With relics comes alloys and embers. It's basically like the ISO and catalyst for Relic. I'm sure, you know, at some point, maybe not now. At some point, maybe not now, we're gonna get Relic Awakening Gems, Relic Signature Stones, right? And yeah. So all of those things could appear. And what value Kabam puts in. And 7-star shards as well are new, but I don't think we're gonna see them in offers until 7 stars actually appear. You know what I mean? So realistically, there's just so many new things that it could be there that, you know, I genuinely don't know. I have no idea what Kabam will put in these offers. And I don't think pretty much anybody does, really. Unless you work for Kabam or something. So, it's not like before where, you know, oh, we had like, I don't know, 3 tier 6 basics. Now you can expect 5 or even 7. There's just so many new things where we have never seen offers for at all. Hypothetically, they make EOP into one big EOP and then you assume I heard Kitty. If they make all EOP into one big EOP at the end, which they could, you have one team slot with Herc and Kitty. You mean, no, they're probably gonna let us use 3 champions for that one, if not 5. Most likely 5. Because they let us use 3 champions for the 4 ones. But, you know, obviously, Herc and Kitty are options. I think Tiger can do a whole lot of these fights. Like, Tiger nukes the Sterox, Tiger nukes pretty much. Yeah, I think Tiger's up there. Especially if you bring in Kitty. I think the offers will be insane. We'll see. I mean, gifting event is not cancelled. People are stupid that they think gifting event's cancelled. Gifting event is just rebranded. It's kind of like, I don't know, when your office party stops throwing Christmas parties, but at the end of the year just starts throwing holiday parties to be more inclusive. Gifting event is gone nowhere. Why in the hell would you say? You know, here's the thing. They took away your ability to gift the crystals, but they gave you the ability to purchase them, and will leave everything else pretty much the same. There's still going to be the solo events where you're going to compete with other players, how much you spend effectively, and everything else. So, if anything, by taking out the actual need to find partners to gift somebody something, they have very good potential to make even more money on that event. Because, you know, that at times was the problem for the whales, where they had to kind of, you know, use their alt accounts and whatnot in order to just gift their mains. And then, you know, not score as highly in their alliance events and stuff like that. So, gifting events got nowhere. It's just going to be called something else. That same event with the same reward structure, with the same insanity, is going to be around. You can bank on that. So, yeah, you know, don't be silly. Don't be naive. Gifting event is alive and well. It's just, you know, having a branding change. I think they might have a 2020 and 2021 selector again. I think we could see 2021 selector somewhere, yeah. Blazing Crystal Cement is just a demo of what I'm guessing it will be. Yeah, pretty much. Begin. Hey, what's up, Jay? Will, by the way, how are you doing? What's up, Alberto? Wonder if you'll run into modders in Arena. At least they can't mod against me then. Mallman Monkey Blade for BG is probably first too. Yeah. Overall, I prefer Mallman most of the time. But Monkey is obviously crazy good too. Hey, what's up, Razargul? What's up, everybody else? If I didn't say hello to you yet. What's up, Mikey? Come on, die! What's up, Akami? There's gonna be missing rank 4. I mean, rank 4 jugs does sound quite sexy. I'm not gonna lie. Rank 4 jugs does sound a bit filthy, you know. It's one of those. Ugh, it's a bit disgusting. It's the same category as rank 4 massacre, I think. Toughest defender in Battlegrounds. I don't think there's anybody like that. Every defender, it just depends whether you have counters or not. That's about it, you know. If you're asking me a defender that I personally dislike fighting against the most, I don't know, I hate Cersei, I really do. Why are you doing arena without Susus? Because I placed the lines for defense and I had to take Susus off. Yeah, that's pretty much why I prefer Molman. Molman's kind of like underrated defensively. Will BG rewards be out today? I don't know. Hope they are. Hope they are. No special lasting for an eternity. Well, that's how they made it. Oh, 44,000 units. Jesus fucking Christ. You're a filthy rich man. 44,000 units. That's filthy. It's dirty. That's dirty. Rank 4 Wong when? Oh, that's gonna be a long time. Long time from now. There are at least, I don't know, 30 or 40 champions who want to rank 4 before Wong. Now we're gonna ranking unusual champions. Aye. True. True. Oh, and Ant-Man is gonna be my science. Ant-Man I'm actually quite curious about. Gore Special 2 can be trippy too, yes. Our alliance score, what was it? 60 million? 70 million? I think that was our alliance score. 16 or 70 million. My personal was 1 million. Starkey rank 4 when? I don't know yet. I don't know this yet. When will get BG rewards? Every time you ask when you get BG rewards, they get further postponed for 1 hour. That's factually accurate. There is a Kabam employee lurking in this stream, and he's counting how many of you ask when we're gonna get BG rewards. And every time somebody asks, he just presses a button that puts it, you know, 1 hour further. Like 1 hour later. So, you know, keep asking. Keep asking. It's okay. I'm in no rush to get them, but are you? Ant-Man's class at rank 3 I can get 4k poison. The problem with Ant-Man is that it's a ramp-up champion. That's what I don't like. You do want to ramp him up. One pin comment about BG rewards? No, I don't. Why would I? The more often you ask, the better. For everybody. Do you buy TFI Basic from the BG store? Seldom. I try not to. I have spent some of my tokens on... But here's the thing. In BG store, rank 4 materials are overpriced. Fact. Overall, for their currency value, in BG store, rank 4 materials cost more than double, if not quadruple, what they cost, let's say, in loyalty store compared to 6 stones. What they cost anywhere else. What they cost in daily deals, for instance. What kind of value they put on. So whenever you do that, you're kind of taking the significantly worse deal. I'm using all my loyalty for rank 4 materials. I'm always selecting rank 4 materials from the daily bundle. But rank 4 materials in Battlegrounds are significantly overpriced. Sometimes to kind of like finish off a rank up, I do. Yes. TFI Basic is different. TFI Basic is a very good deal in Battlegrounds store. Tier 6 Basic and Tier 3 Alpha is not. Yeah. 2k, 2.5k I think would be kind of like a livable price. In Battlegrounds store, but at 4k it's just far too much. You're supposed to get the Glader Circuit rewards. I don't know when we're supposed to get them, but whatever time it was, now it's one hour longer. 1 hour longer. 6-star shards and 6 stones are the best values. 6-star shards, 6 stones, TFI Basic are kind of like the best deals. I also sometimes use a bit of my glory for tier 4 class catalysts when I need to round up, like, you know, tier 4 class catalysts, because they are selectors. It's kind of nice to be able to balance them up a bit. Nice and gold is nice. Tier 4 CC is like there's the best deal in BGs too. Yeah, that is a very good deal. If you don't mind, well, you'll still get. I don't know, Brian. I think so. I'm not 100% sure though. Guys, he doesn't know when the rewards, but according to constant questions and his theory, we'll get them in 25 years. Well, you have nobody else to blame there but you. Do you have tier 4 CC crystals? I mean, I have some tier 4 CC crystals, yeah, but never a lot. I mean, I open them constantly. Thankfully, tier 4 CC is not really bottleneck, so to speak, anymore. I am quite happy about that. Because you can, if need be, you can buy them in the Catalyst store for like 20 units. And I do, at times, do that. Did I see Jug's cheese on Terax? I did not, sorry. Is it good? I mean, I assume with that damage reduction, could be nice. Because you can get all the armor breaks and then there's just a long fight. More concerned about when relics are finally coming out. Well, relics should be coming out this month. We should be able to use them, I believe. Or that was the initial plan anyways, but apparently it went tits up. Is there a sig level for Goron attack? The higher the better, it's similar to that. I mean, we're gonna see where the sig level thing stands after he's getting buffed up. At the moment, you really do want him like as close to 200 as possible, because that undermine duration is quite tight, even at sig 200. Sig 160, sig 180 is like workable, but you know, below that, it's very, very hard to keep your undermine up. And in many matchups, you can still get away with it, but like in stuff like Penny. You know, you want high sig. Defensively, it doesn't matter. Offensively, just basically the higher the better. Otherwise, things can escalate. You're gonna, once you start using Gory, you're gonna realize it yourself. And the good thing is that, you know, his tune-up did mention improving the duration of undermine. But as it stands, you do want him super high sig. Am I gonna? Oh, rank 4. That I think would fit you. I think Zurafa has rank 4 Black Widow Deadly Origins. Quite cool. Relics and BGs will suck balls. I agree. I am more concerned about Relics release. Yes, and you no damage reduction needed, and use level 3. They have it in my channel too. I'll try and take a look at it, Mikey. Everyone's trying to get us to spend our units before Cyber Weekend, but they're doing a bad job. Oh yeah, today's offer is just shite. Completely agree. Why did 80% of the guys I faced in BGs have double or more rank 4s than I did? I don't like it. Well, it's very simple, my friend. You're overachieving. You should like it. You should be happy with it. Here's the thing. Ultimately, if the people that you play against normally, at whatever level you're playing at, have bigger accounts, that means that you're largely beating people with similar accounts, and you're pushing higher, you're punching above your weight. You might not like it, but you know, it's in a way kind of like a validation of your ability in the game. It's kind of like, what else do you expect? Do you expect never to play against people with bigger accounts and just keep on like winning against similar sized accounts? But in that case, like, why would you deserve better rewards? Like, ultimately, here's the thing. Kabam can do two things. Kabam can let you play against people with similar accounts only, but then they will cap your rewards. It means you might be, let's say, you have 5 rank 4s, let's say for the sake of argument, and you only play with people who also have 5 rank 4s. But then people with 6 rank 4s are getting better rewards just for having 6 rank 4s, and people with 7 rank 4s are going to get better rewards just for having 7 rank 4s, and so on and so forth. And everybody dukes it out within their bracket based on their account size. And that means you could be best player with 5 rank 4s and you can only play somewhere in, you know, realistically speaking, in some sort of low tier bracket, getting 15,000th place rewards. Or they let you play against stronger people and give you an opportunity to prove yourself. And you'll lose against some, and you're going to win against some, and you're going to be in a mix of those rewards, but you're overall overachieving in a sense where you might have, I don't know, 10,000th biggest account in the game, but you might rank in as 2,000th place in Battlegrounds, and in effect punch far above your weight, if that, you know, would be determined by account size. So I understand how it can be frustrating when you get matched against bigger accounts and why people complain about it. But the problem is that every feasible alternative would fuck you over 10 times harder. So my advice is, you know, be happy that you play better than you'd expected from, based on your account size. Because virtually every other way will fuck you over. Yeah? Whether you like it or not. Think of it as offers. Yeah, at the moment your account might be Cavalier, but you're effectively given an opportunity to punch or fight or access Paragon tier offers. If Kabam puts everybody in their line based on their account size, the best offer for the same amount of effort that you put in right now would be whatever Cavs get, for instance. And that's significantly more shit. Current matchmaking, do you face people who are uncollected too in victory? Not really, no. Because especially I try to run through victory track quite quickly, and then you typically end up playing against best of the best, even in victory track, because I try to get to Gladiator Circuit in like a day or two. Oh. It was 2-minute 10 fight. Nice, that's actually quite quick. What's up, Greed? How are you doing? I think you can only get better playing harder accounts. Well, that's also true. You're just gonna get better. I'd rather just play people with any roster size and bronze vibranium day one. There you go. I hope they use lube if they fuck me 10 times harder. It would be painful. You would not be happy. Maybe you would not be happy if Kabam did what you kind of implied that you want them to do. So don't complain when you play against bigger accounts. Be happy that you have the chance and that you are good enough to play that high. Sad news about Rumble Johnson? Yeah, I heard earlier today. It is sad. I didn't really watch when he was in his prime, so I wasn't like as attached to the guy, but definitely. Does Gala need awakening? Ideally, yeah, but even unawakened, he's very good. Like facing other opponents, it makes you think more tactically. There you go. That's true. That's also true. They're happy. Very good. Where can I buy this loot? Who are the best defenders in your opinion in Battlegrounds? And it always depends on metas. Like, you know, every meta there's somebody that shines. Overall, you have to turn to Nick Fury. You have like Nick Fury. You have Hulkling, that's very good. You have Sasquatch and Man Thing, that's very good. Stuff like that. Thing is very good. You got BG Season Rewards? I don't. No, not yet. When James Cosmic, would you awaken Galen or null? Well, the thing is, I would awaken Galen because I could sig him up a bit and leave him midway. I think it's 660 something. Because with null, if you do awaken him, you kind of have to commit. Because realistically, sig 1 null and unawakened null, there's like pretty much no difference at all. With null, you want him high sig, or you don't want to bother really. It's kind of the thing. But yeah, with each meta, the best defenders definitely change. Like in the last meta, you had Havoc, you had Nova. Nova was in last meta by far, I think, pretty much the biggest menace with fewest counters. And yeah, you had Havoc. Korg is persistently a very good defender. Would Human Torch be used a lot in Act 7? Yeah, Human Torch was very good for Act 7. notifications in the game email, but get excited and next news. Immediately close the game. Does Korg need dupe for BG defense? Even unduped, he's kind of annoying, but yeah, he does. He's much more harder to counter when he's duped. Because when he's unduped, you can virtually use pretty much any champion against him. The thing about Korg is that when he's awakened in high sig, there are immediately a lot less champions that you can kind of like conveniently use against him. And then, even like decently good counters typically take time with Korg because he has his crit resistance, because you need to get rid of his charges in order to do proper damage. And, you know, you kind of need to be careful with what you do and stuff like that. So, unawakened Korg, you know, it depends on the size of your deck. Might be, you know, worthy to put in if you don't have like the strongest deck and stuff. But, it's one of those. Platform, I don't know, man. I just did my 4 million. If I am right, most of the quest boss in Act 6 are mutants, right, Eddie? I don't know. I haven't checked it. Korg's again 80. I think my Korg isn't that high. My Kingpin bad. I don't know how you make Kingpin bad besides like fisticuffs. That is also the thing. Kingpin's like pretty much the only champion that has so far worked extremely well in every meta. I don't think there's another champion. Cosmic Champs, Cosmic Awakening, Gem, Hyperion, CMM, Solar Surfer. Hyperion probably. I go Hyperion. How does Mr. Negative do against Hulkling and crit me with their best shot? In his Legion. Yeah, I mean, I don't see how you do that fight well. In crit me with your best shot meta, like, I didn't even use Mr. Negative. I have a rank for Mr. Negative and I just didn't use him. Well, Quake in theory, but in reality she didn't because she's a 5-star. But yeah, you know, in theory, yeah, but you know, that's kind of like the difference there is that there is no 6-star Quake. Hey, after the ante. Well, thank you very much, and I appreciate that. I was already thinking that you are gonna let me go the entire stream without any love, but here you are, saving the stream and my mood. Rank for Quake with Suicides of Dolls, definitely slap. Absolutely, yes. If we had a 6-star Quake, then you know she would be in every Battlegrounds deck. Everybody can use her. Platform predictions for top. Ah, sorry, I do not know. I didn't even notice that there are rank rewards. I love negative against Ranger Man thing. Yeah, I do too. You know we love you. Sometimes I don't feel like it. But yeah, 6-star Quake, instant rank 4. This guy who KO my rank 3 Hulkling and Mr. Negative got 50k points. I don't think that's legit. I really don't. Maybe, but I highly doubt it. No, sorry, I can't. If somebody shows me, that's fine, maybe, but Kabam is 7 Quake will be scared as a 7-star. Yeah, right. Kabam regrets the existence of Quake. We get Quake when we get Wolverine. I really don't care all that much. Haven't spent on this game in 2 years, but I'd spend some cash on 6-star Quake for sure. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. 6-star Magic would be a very cool addition to the game. I agree that. I toast to that. I think realistically, you can do Hulkling in 51k with negative, by the way. Yeah, but not on crit me with your best shot. I know that you can do Hulkling with Mr. Negative in, you know, a regular method, but he was talking crit me with your best shot against Hulkling. So I'm not sure on that. But yeah, 6-star Magic would be dope as fuck. Imagine for Horseman will be crazy. That would be quite crazy. I agree. That would be quite crazy, but I'm still not that fast. Oh yeah, both would be extremely sought after. I completely agree. I 100% wholeheartedly agree with you, young man. Or old chap. I don't know. I have no clue, so I'm just gonna assume that you are 24. Stab in the dark. Stab in the dark. That's what we specialize here for. Pew pew pew. Why don't Gambit as a horseman? Well, the problem is I made a video specifically about the whole horseman thing, is where, you know, you hardly ever do the horseman thing in reality. Even like Wolvie being made horseman is more of a gimmick than a necessity, you know. Assume my age. 19. Toad as rank 3 has surprised me in Battlegrounds. Yeah, Toad can definitely do some cool stuff. An idea to go for this feature, KT, if I don't. Oh well. Is it a good idea to go? Yeah, this is decent featured, so it's up to you. For smaller rosters, though, I always advise going for basics. How about taking a little break between BG attack plans? Hey, what's up, Tatus? How you doing? I'm still absolutely fobbed off about Kabam finishing Battlegrounds early. I had pretty much reserved the entire day just playing Battlegrounds. I purposely didn't do anything yesterday in Battlegrounds. I did my Incursion run. If Battlegrounds would have been live today, I probably would have ranked for the champion accordingly, because I do have like another rank 4 that I'm sitting on right now. And you know, I would have tried getting in top 3. And this is gonna sound spoiled, because I'm not I mean, like, let me put it this way. I finished in top 10 and I'm not happy with that. Not because I don't think that I deserve better, not because I think I know I could get in top 3. I mean, I believe I had a chance to get in top 3. The thing that really bugs me right now is that I'll never know whether I could have done it or not. And that's the problem here. You know, I finished in top 10, and I'm not trying to knock on anybody. Top 10 finish obviously is a very, very good Battlegrounds finish, right? I'm not trying to come off as like arrogant, saying like, I definitely could have made it top 3. I don't know if I could have made it top 3, and being in top 10, you know, obviously is kind of like a privilege as is. But I'm always like super competitive, and I always like to push myself as much as I can. Also, throughout the season, having been number 1, knowing that I can get to that spot if, you know, things go my way, if I play my best, you know, and stuff like that. And it just really, really irks me. It makes my kind of like skin crawl. It makes me like, you know, itchy inside. It's like, you know, fucking come on. And this is like the worst thing of it all. Because, you know, I'm just not gonna know how I would have finished. And that pulls me off. And again, it's not because I think it's like, oh, I'm the best in the world. Fuck no, I think there's tons of better players than I am. At the same time, I want to fight them. I want to, you know, go head on against them and see whether I would have made it or not. Maybe I would have, you know, been kicked out of top 10. Maybe I would have, you know, ended up matching 4 models in a row and dropping like, I don't know, 60th place. Don't care. The difference there is like 10,000 artifacts. It's not that big, but I would have known at the very least. That's what really irks me. Sauron, a good BG defender? He's alright. Not the best, he's not the worst. My gosh. Yeah, I mean, of course, if the modders get me, then modders get me. But at least then I know that's what would have happened. Again, even that, in a way, would have been better than what is. 5-star calculating is always banned, I don't think. I mean, it's not just that... Like, here's the problem. Every champion can be countered by somebody. And it's not that, you know, 5-star calculating is, you know, that bad to fight against, or calculating in general. It's more about the champions that are absolute pains to fight against and are great on attack pose a very big drafting problem. Because, like, let's say opponent drafts a Gallon, right? Gallon can be a very nasty defender. and you have to get a counter for Galen, or you fucked. If you don't have a Galen counter, you fucked that round. But when somebody drafts Galen, they can just as easily take Galen and attack and nuke down, you know, most of the champions. And you're fucked. So that's like one of the reasons why people draft, you know, not draft, but ban Galen, for example. And that's one of the reasons why people ban Haltling. It's because when you get to draft one of those insanely powerful two-way champions, you know, you just put yourself on a back step in a disadvantage, because you need to get a counter, and they can just slap that champion on attack and still, you know, be faster than many of your champions offensively. Domino is like that, Galen is like that, Haltling is like that. There are quite a few champions like that, and therefore they are the problems. Same as Cersei. Cersei kind of too, yeah. You can just turn around Cersei on attack and be good. And is a bit much. I think Haltling is kind of fine. But, you know, he's just a very good champion. I don't think he's that busted. And Rintre is one of those champions as well, yes. You know, you draft Rintre, an opponent doesn't have a Rintre counter, you know, they're fudged. But, you know, they take that Rintre and just drop your Cersei or Omega Sentinel or something in like 20 seconds or 30 seconds. What's the best way to use Domino and BGs? I don't know, it kind of depends on the matchup. Most of the time people just try to go for big level 2s. Sometimes it is better to go for level 1s. They're sending out compensation. There's a forum post. Okay, let's go and check it out. But again, that compensation doesn't matter to me. You know, there's no way that they're gonna compensate. You know, that thing that they took away from us. I really don't care about compensation too much, because I couldn't fucking finish my season. That's what I'm bothered. That not knowing is what pisses me off. Let's find where's their forum post. There's no way to compensate glory in BGs. That's also kind of like, you know, that's also a thing. News announcement. Yeah, I'm going to news announcements. Visuals. Okay, let's leave. I'm spotting stream snap for most of the day. Keep that away from me. Goddamn, you see? Suffering that too. Unitio is still under investigation. Season 2 Battlegrounds has ended 12 hours earlier than expected. Unfortunately, we cannot extend already concluded season without potentially risking other significant issues. To make up for this, we'll be giving all players package of Elders Marks, trophy tokens, and victory shields as an apology. I don't give a shit about victory shields. And again, trophy tokens, like, you better give me a shit ton of them, but I doubt that they will. We're very sorry for this issue. It's just shit, you know, that's all it is. I mean, okay, let me put it like this. It's good that they're giving out compensation, but they took away something that they cannot compensate for. Also, like in my case, I think I'm at 90k trophy tokens that I earned from my season rewards. I could have potentially got up to, I don't know, if I manage. But that's the thing, you never know. If they give like 20k, okay, fine. But 20k, again, not, I don't know. And yeah, I have never used a single victory shield. I really don't care. I really don't care about victory shields. But I understand that some people do, so fair enough. But I wish I could exchange them for something. But it's, I don't know. I don't know. You know, it's just, I'm not bothered by the comments. It's, again, it's like one of those situations where I don't need a compensation. I don't want compensation. I want my 11 hours of Battlegrounds to finish out the season. Or ideally, yet I want for none of this to have happened. Like, I genuinely do not care about whatever they're going to be trying to give me. I don't remember. And there was an issue with their stuff sending out anyways. Yeah, I have some victory shields too. And again, I don't want to come across as arrogant here. I don't know how I would have done. I might have ended up lower than I did. You know, I'm not trying to claim that I would have climbed to top 3 100%, but I sure as shit would have tried my hardest. BG season starts next week. Yes, BG season 3 starts next week. You have over here there's nothing you can do, suckers, pretty much. Did Faisal win? Well, he will win, but about an hour before there was a modder above 5, but I believe he was the highest legit player. Yes. The ideal way to fight Quicksilver in Battlegrounds. Special one becomes unblockable. No, special one doesn't become unblockable. Hope all the modders don't get keep their rewards. Yeah, same here. Okay, so I can't show. Well, I mean, I can show you how to fight 5-star Quicksilver with random champion. The problem with Quicksilver is block damage, by the way. That's an annoying problem. I need to learn how to wait his like specials and stuff. When do we get rewards? I do not know. So let's take something random to fight that 5-star. Let's take some random 4-star. 4-star rank 3, 4 something. Take something that's not. Well, I mean, you can obviously pick a good counter, but okay, whatever. Let's pick a Punisher. The thing that's a rank 4 Punisher. In Battlegrounds, ideally, what you want to do against Quicksilver, in most metas, you hold block, you let him throw it, and then you punish it. That's more or less kind of what you want to do. Unless you have guaranteed crits or some sort of evade prevention. Because, well, he evades when you parry stun him. Or when you try to intercept. Now his evade is going to be on cooldown. Then you can obviously parry stun him and stuff like that. But, you know, the safest way to fight Quicksilver is, yeah. Parry and light is better. You can also do this. I mean, this is the safest way, but you can also do this. So he's gonna. Oh, sorry, I screwed this up. Because when you parry him, you do get rid of these whiplash charges. And then the weight goes on cooldown. So you just need to be kind of like careful on the first one. And but you're still gonna have to, you know. Oh crap. That heavy attack is so fast. You can punish his special, stuff like that. So, you know, he's a bit trippy. He's definitely a bit trippy. Oh, did you see that? I need to practice this thing. Okay, let's do it again. Ah, you wanker. Nobody loves you. Kabam tip was here. It's just tipped now. No more Kabam tipped. no more. Special 1's easy. Yeah, I know. Special easy is definitely indexable. Special 1. Special 2 as well, I have often gotten away from those many punches and stuff like that. It's KT tipped now. Actually, I need to send him a message. I do want to speak with him about a couple of things. Adum seems like the best defender of all the 2022 champions. Attumen, well, the thing is, Attumen does seem like a very defensively oriented champion, yes, absolutely. But I also think Spot can potentially be a very annoying defender. I also think New Spidey can be an annoying defender. Luckily, New Spidey is just super squishy. I don't think Doom is too tough. There's plenty of counters. Relsin 220 is an Hulkling is an annoying defender, ultimately. Gore can be an annoying defender if you don't have good counter. Sam Wilson is underestimated as defender. Then there's still Toad and Wong. And Rintrah, obviously. I think Rintrah, at the moment, probably the best defender overall. For Battlegrounds, anyways. Because the boy is beefy. The boy has like top 5 biggest health pool in the game. Crit resistance, energy resistance. You can't use buffy champions against him, really. So, you know. The bull takes no shite. So what do you think? So? Him super easy. I still don't. I have done Incursion Zone 25 run like twice. I still don't know exactly how to fight against him all that much. Yeah, New Spidey can definitely be a very annoying fight. Depending on the meta, though. You know, admittedly. Ghost can be a very good cheese for Inter, yes. Top 3 highest HP. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, crap. Okay, yeah, you convinced me. You suck. What's up, man? Sync hiding? Yeah, that healing at the end is definitely super annoying because you're also like special locked. And that special lock has gotten me several times. You're going for Superior Iron Man or Iron Patriot? Superior Iron Man. I just like him a lot more. I think Iron Patriot is arguably better, especially with synergies, because Iron Patriot can be made actually into a decent champion. But Superior Iron Man is also a champion I kind of want to get a buff the most. And that 6-star Maul, is he still good? Yeah, Maul is still good. I mean, you know, let's not beat around the bushes. He used to be better, but he's still good. Do you like a star restriction BG seasons? Like only 3-star 1 season? No. I would like... Here's the thing. Kabam has completely ruined everything and anything they have potentially creative could have had going on with Battlegrounds, with charging 4,000 units for different decks. That alone is just a very massive kind of like break on the things that are happening or could be happening in Battlegrounds. If Kabam gave us an opportunity for free to have 3 decks and then unlock another 3 for whatever units or something like that, then we can talk about having arena type objectives for Battlegrounds. We can talk about Battlegrounds ladder type challenges where you play against AI and AI is drafting and you have to defeat AI opponent, not a player. And then you can start talking about, yeah, you know, 3-star, you know, specific type solo objectives where you can fight in specific, let's say, 3-star league, or you can have again kind of like if anybody has played any card games against, you know, computer, they could easily do that in Battlegrounds. So when you fight, you know, AI in Battlegrounds, not another player, and have challenge modes there where you have to make a deck based on, you know, specific tags or specific star levels and stuff like that, and they could do so much. But they have locked it all away now where, you know, unless you pay up, you can only have one deck, and, you know, virtually nobody wants to, you know, mess with the decks every time and stuff like that, and they just don't seem to be creative enough to do any of that stuff. But there is so much. Here's the thing. In reality, Kabam could take away everything else in the game, leave Battlegrounds in as the only playable game mode, and they would still have enough room to have a successful game, because that is by definition better and more than many existing games are at their best. You know, Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG and plenty of other card games and stuff like that, at their best they are just that. They are basically Battlegrounds, where you fight another player or AI, and then you can build around tournaments, solo objectives, all sorts of, you know, again, creative, you know, deck demands and everything else around it. They could take away story content, Alliance Quest, Alliance War, Incursion, everything else, and just leave it in Battlegrounds and still have enough space, enough room to have a successful game. But they're stupid, you know, or not creative enough, or whatever. That's why Battlegrounds is such a big deal that a lot of people don't realize. We have just started to scratch the surface of it. And we're not just talking about potentially, you know, Kabam's organized tournaments. Again, as I said, you can have an entire story chapters in Battlegrounds. Instead of you going into the quest, you're having, let's say, 12 different opponents who you have to beat, you know, X amount of times in like special ranked matches with specific roster restrictions and things like that. You know, if you have played any of the older kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh! Or whatever trading card game games, they can write a story literally just around duels and Battlegrounds. Yeah, because a lot of people also don't understand, because that's what Battlegrounds is. Battlegrounds is basically a card game, except you also fight in it. That's why it's better than most card games. Instead of, you know, I activate this card and it does whatever it will do, there's also your skill element, but it's basically a card game where you have to fight. So yeah, everyone's fucking blind to their potential and lying on their feet. I may have covered this, but did I not be went incorrectly? Or on time, as a... They went... No, the problem is, Andy, they did go down early, according to every in-game timer. Battlegrounds did also arrive early, but the season didn't start early. Here is the big difference. Battlegrounds arrived around 10 to 11 hours early, but only friendly matches were available. And season did not start early, but season did finish early, and it was according to their own metrics. So a lot of people are confusing that. Yes, Battlegrounds started early. Yes, metas changed early around that time as well, but the season didn't start that time. I think that Skype is more than I think I have seen that. Yes, I think I have seen some of those meme videos. You think Kabam will give us actual PvP, 2 players actually fighting instead of fighting AI? No, this game cannot support PvP. You do not want actual PvP in this game. It just wouldn't work. The game is not set up for it to work. And also there's 100% an extra day due to us. Well, there will be no extra day. Kabam already made an announcement on forums that, you know, basically they can't undo what they fucked up. So there's going to be some sort of compensation, but honestly, I don't give a shit about compensation. I want to find out how I would have finished my season. Actual PvP would be absolute nightmare, yes. Everybody would be just waiting and trying to intercept the opponent in the corner. You know, PvP would not work in this game. Yeah, exactly. You never throw a special kit laughing. You know, in PvP, why would you ever throw anything except level 3? Also, for the time with backdraft intercept. Yeah, well, I mean, intercepts themselves are quite trivial. The way I see how Kabam is going to distribute the tokens from compensations give you the amount of what you would have received if you were 1 tier higher. Possibly, but again, it's still fucked up, and I doubt that they will do it at all. But yeah, Battlegrounds, Kabam has just scratched the potential of Battlegrounds. As I literally say, you know, they could take away every other aspect of the game, every, you know, story content, monthly events, everything else could be taken away, just leave Battlegrounds, and you could still have enough room for a very successful game that's better than virtually everything else out there. So yeah, Battlegrounds are fucking amazing. Which had massive masteries in Battlegrounds. Getting parried is not fun. Oh yeah, getting well, yeah, all that's one of those things. No way to fix it. They'll have just reissue the standard compensation package. Yeah. No, there's not going to be rank for materials and compensation. They specifically said it's going to include Elder's Marks, it's going to include Battlegrounds tokens, and it's going to include Victory Shields, apparently. Yeah, I agree, H-Fusion. And again, you know, it's not just that. No compensation realistically can fix this. You know, because I will never get the opportunity to find out where I would have finished season. I might have dropped a tier, or I might have gotten into the first spot. And again, I'm not trying to pretend that, you know, finishing in top 10 is not, like, good enough for me. Not being able to find out where I would have finished is the thing that gets to me the most. I had planned spending most of this day, if not all of this day, to try and climb, you know, to top 3. Could I have gotten there? Yes. Could I have failed? Also, yes. So, you know, they could send me fucking 30,000, you know, they could send me first place rewards, but that still can't, you know, get my name atop the leaderboard, give me quote-unquote the flexing rights or whatever, and make me, like, you know, truly happy about this entire situation. They just can't do it. Because they fucked it up, they took it away from me, and they can never give it back. So, fuck them, and their ineptitude. Forum post compensation coming. Where did I see it? Oh, it's on Kabam forums, that's what I saw. Called the forum post. Right? Here you go. News announcements. How many points did I score in solo event? 1 million. And our alliance was like 16 or 17 million overall for the season. The easy counted no was Cosmic Grocery. Apparently Massacre was too. Here you go. Make up for this places. Elder's Marks trophy tokens and Victory Shields. It's an apology. When the next season starts. So the compensation is going to be when the next season starts as well, not right now. Jesus, that title? What about the title? What do you not like about my title? Loud CK doing links in BG. And friendly drones. Well, unfortunately, you know, well, again, here's the thing. Yeah, I actually didn't get to play Legacy much because he wasn't ranked highly enough, I think, most of the time. Or we just don't play the same times, more or less. Don't ignore my hashtag. I'm not trying to dub for mod. No, thank that dub never. Dub is a twat. It's like there's a bigger chance of you losing that mod status than dub getting one. Why is CGR good for Nova? What is his weakness? Well, CGR is good for Nova because in this meta, CGR basically gets to crit a lot, but those are not guaranteed crits. So he can nuke down Nova, bypassing his guaranteed critical damage resistance. Because Nova takes 70% less damage from all guaranteed critical hits. CGR crits, let's say, 4 out of 5 hits, but they are not guaranteed, you know? So, that 70% damage resistance doesn't really work. You report him? Sometimes. By far the best YouTuber about MCOC. I will learn a lot with you too. Thank you, Renato. I appreciate that. What would I have to do to lose my one? You better not find out. You better not find out. Then, a chat, can you ask a downgrade material? Oh, what downgrade material do you want? Okay. There you go. Battery low, will join later. Alrighty then. Let's get some time afterwards. Probably tomorrow, or I don't know. I really don't know. It could come out at some point tonight while I'm asleep. So in standard fight against Nova, no nodes active. In standard fight, you can just use a ton of champions. The thing that made Nova this time around hard in Battlegrounds was the fact that, you know, you had to crit in order to do damage. And the node gives you guaranteed crits. So if you do have guaranteed crits, then you do 70% less damage. And when you use a champion that doesn't crit much naturally, you do no damage. So you needed a very specific type of champion that does crit a lot by himself, but not guaranteed. You're seeing my name blue here for a while now. I'd be surprised if I don't see it anymore. I mean, you're welcome. Still surprised there is no rematch button. BG friendly mode, that too. BG friendly mode again is missing a ton of things. You should be able to, at the very least, play BG friendlies with the current Gladiator Circuit node. So you should be able to pick whether you play Victory Track or you play Gladiator Circuit node. Bare minimum. If not, let you choose any of the current season nodes or something like that. Karnak was my favorite counter to Nova, and oh, nice. CGR was the best one though. BG not ranked matchmaking. Oh yeah, that too, again. The obvious kind of like problem there. Uh-oh. This is gonna be annoying. I might have made a faux pas. Does anybody want to hear what a faux pas is? Come on, you dirty twerk. Okay. Okay, you sorted out my problem here. Not really. Come on, you wanker. Karnak was class for thing too. Yeah, Karnak was very good for that. Down for a friendly. You're not down for a friendly what now? You're not invited to my friendly. Stupid audience heavy attacks. Whatever, 17 shock should be good enough, right? And a little bit of power lock. Man, Odin is a tanky boy. Monkey was good for getting my best shot, yeah. Screw you, little. I ain't little. Popeye is an embarrassing event. Very good. Very good. Blizzard's some sort of smart person, something. Using, you know, knowing fancy things. What are you, like, educated or something? Remove modders so everything at the correct placements. Yeah, I hope they remove. Even if they remove modders this time around, I'm not happy though. There's nothing they can do to kind of like bring this to a satisfactory ending, as far as I'm concerned, because they already fucked up. And that BG rewards have. Come on, get that timeout, lad. 3 times the same message. Get that timeout. Come on. Come on, one of my wrench holders. What's up, Griffith? How are you doing? Well educated in Google. Hey, that education also matters. RPG root. Come on, Q, do your thing. Normally you're like super trigger happy. What the hell is wrong with you this time around? Pew 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 pew. Anyone tell me if Wiccan needs the dupe? Yes. Wiccan is not good with Suicide Master Race and he does need the dupe. There you go. I told you. No, Braille, something. Braille. Okay, okay. Yeah. Mod dab, he's faster. Yeah, that often can be the problem though. Do my last if you can. What is your last now? Moderators will be an issue unless they have specialized team for monitors and abuse report system 24/7, or they actually have decent, you know, programmers who are clever enough to have like a red flag system that does it automatically without players needing to report it. And the thing is, moderators don't have to be a constant issue. You know why? Let me explain to you why. Kabam actually, unbeknowingly to themselves, have set up a perfect system and opportunity for them to catch modders with little to no competitive game risk, because there is a victory trap. Because people do have to graduate the victory trap, correct? Here is the single thing that they need to do. Any player, you know, design a basic algorithm that flags up suspicious fights. If your average points or average fight time or damage or whatever, it is not a hard thing to basically write up an algorithm where an account gets flagged up if there are coming in, you know, X amount of fights. Let's say more than 5 fights or more than 10 fights from one account that kind of exceed, you know, whatever maximum amount of damage, maximum, you know, quickest time, something. And obviously keep the manual reporting system there as well. And that automatically puts like a red sticker on account. Once you graduate from victory track to gladiator circuit, you should, let's say, receive a key to be able to enter gladiator circuit. And that key does not get sent to you automatically if you have triggered any of the red lights previously on your way to gladiator circuit. Right? So if you play victory track and you mod through it, then you don't get that key automatically and somebody has to manually go through the fights that are red flagged. They can either manually approve you or just automatically, before you get even a single fight in the gladiator circuit, ban you for modding. Obviously, there are people who could get to victory track and then start modding, but you know, then yeah, obviously you can still kind of use the same red flagging system to bring your attention to those accounts. But will they ever do things like that? And you know, Blizzard has more ideas about it. I'm sure it can be done. You just need a will. It's just, you know, yeah, whether they're capable. But hey, welcome Shadow Riders. How's everybody doing? Like Lord Shadow, Dr. JF, Schmidt E, how are you doing? Neen, Inuit, Moroson, everybody else. Do you remember one time when we had to ban 40-50 troll accounts in a single stream? I do remember that, yes. Let's make it so I can see who you might. No, that is a horrible idea. If anything, they need to take away completely your ability to decline a match, or maybe let you decline 2 or 3 matches a day. Otherwise, you know, it gets abused, and it got abused. Your ability to reject a match and see who you match before the match starts is going to cause way more problems than anything else. For instance, you know, for the sake of argument, let's say I don't want to play Dab because he's a wanker and he always runs Suicide Masteries. And I really dislike playing against Dab in virtually all of the metas, or at least most of the metas. So every time I see that dab is popping up, you know, I'm just gonna reject him. Or, you know, there are those players that you often tend to lose against. Or like in my case, you know, for instance, somebody is trying to match and they think, okay, KT1 has a big account, I don't want to play against him, so I'm just gonna reject every single match I see KT names pop up. It is a horrible, 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 horrible idea to let you see who you match before start of the fight. The thing they could potentially let you see before you match somebody, but even that is bad. Even that is bad. But they could let you see account stats or deck stats, but even that would kind of be bad. Because, you know that modders typically have like shitty accounts. They could let you potentially see, let's say, whether your account hero base rating starts with 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 million, something like that. That could give a bit of help, or something of the sort. Or what's in your deck, what ranked champions are in your deck, something like that. That still is bad because it still could be abused, but at the very least, without knowing exactly which person you match, it wouldn't be as clear, but you could still identify most of the modders because they have, like, you know, shitty 5 stars and rank 1 6 stars and crap like that in their decks. But it still would be bad. Because exactly, you could just decline all the 5 million people. Well, that's all in all, and so still next month? I don't know. I don't know when they come out. I don't know when any rewards come out, guys. Compensation is going to be next week, though, so don't expect it quickly. They literally said it at the start of the next season. Yeah, the compensation is going to be when the next season starts. Good. Pretty much ready to fight. How many units for Cyber Weekend? 21,000. I don't know. 18,000 normally is kind of like the bank. I have a feeling that Kabam is gonna go for the store, so 18 to 21,000 is probably what you want. Get rid of masteries, that will get rid of masteries? Huh? Ideally, they just need to get rid of that accept reject screen anyways. Valkyrie is an attacker, not a defender. Any guess on what compensation could be? I don't need to guess, they'll literally tell you what the compensation is going to be. Elder's Mark, trophy tokens, and victory shields. You just don't know the amount. Read last. We'll get 7 based on dex. Your people get some rating based on what do you mean some rating based on dex? I don't quite understand that. Did I read my bad? No, it is man. All good. Well, BG and last time BG and Alliance rewards were sent out 5 days later because they had to triple the points. So this time they don't have to do it, so there's no reason it should take 3 days. So there's that. 33k units. Well, you didn't have to buy everything though. Like I didn't buy plenty of stuff. What's up, Inna?
Black Cat need dupe. Thanks. Smiley
By the way,
face.
thank you for the 25 runs. And no, Black Cat does not need to be duped. I mean, Black Cat's dupe is kind of similar to Guillotine 2099 dupe, something like that. But you know, you get your combo shield in case you get tapped. It's kind of like that, but no, you can use undo Black Cat perfectly fine, and she will work perfectly fine, unless you get smacked in the face, in which case, you know, dupe would come into play. So there is that. Black has rank 4, really like damage. Oh yeah, Black Hat's very good champion. Definitely. Very cool. Very nice. Come on, pew 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 pew. Power burn. Die. I know, victory shields and compensation kind of suck. Because, you know, I for one have never used a single victory shield, and I don't really plan on using any of them. I hope they let us trade them in for something, if anything. Because, yeah, I don't want victory shields, I don't need them. And again, I'm not saying it's like trying to be arrogant, stuff like that. It's just a resource that I don't need to use for anything in the game. It's virtually like, you know, at this point, like getting an XP boost or something. I just don't need those things. I have 3k units, so I need to buy 6 audience. Guess I'm selling my dog. You don't need to buy anything, remember that. I'm gonna make a video specifically reminding that to people, by the way. It will be tempting, of course, but keep in mind, every single time these offers come around, you get better and better offers, and every single time these things that they are selling are devaluating. You don't need to buy anything. Anything they're selling you today for $100, they're going to be selling for $50 6 months down the line, and they're going to be selling you for $20 1 year down the line. There was a time when we used to pay $100 for half a tier 2 alpha. You know, as time goes on, you don't need all of the, you know, everything in this game is subject to depreciation, inflation, and everything that, you know, you think is worth right now, and a year from now you're gonna think it was not worth it, in a sense. What you pay for is early access, really. What you pay for, right? What you pay for in this game is getting to be ahead of the line. What you pay for in the game is, you know, ability to have larger roster quicker. Not having a larger, you know, that's about it. Think about how many thousands of dollars were spent investing in your 5 stars for many players, and nobody gives a shit about 5 stars anymore. 7 stars are coming out, and yeah, it's going to be a while till 7 stars, you know, take over the game, but same thing is going to happen with 6 stars. If this game carries on long enough, nobody's going to give a shit about single rank material that you have earned for your 6 stars, or single 6 star in general and stuff like that. Why TFI basics still so rare? They're getting more and more common though, and they're not that rare. You know, they can't be that rare. If I manage to get 100 and some rank 3 6 stars, you know, you can't say that TFI basics are that rare. And again, I absolutely have nothing bad to say to anyone who uses victory shields. I think it makes sense, you know. They can be helpful. At the same time, I just don't need them. You know, if I can't advance from victory track to gladiator circuit without victory shields, you know, then what are we doing here? Like, realistically. And you know, it's just kind of like reality of where we're at. I don't need victory shields. It would be very kind of like a scary game if I needed victory shields to get to gladiator circuit, because that would mean that 99.9999999% of the game players need victory shields. When do you expect BG rewards? I don't know, tomorrow. Kind of sad your 6 stars losing value. Yeah, me too. Of course. Why won't you be? What's up, Young Gucho? What's up, Heinz, by the way? I don't know if I mentioned you, but hey, welcome to the stream. Welcome, everybody. With the best strategy team for 2-person level. What's the best strategy? I'd recommend both having a Hercules amped up. Then I'd recommend one person ramping up one person bringing Thing for virtually everything. And another person ramping up Aegon. I think in between Aegon, Thing, Beefed Hercules, and then, you know, subbing in anything specific that you might need. You're gonna have pretty much everything covered. I mean, obviously, you know, you could still need to use some units, but I think one person ramping up Aegon and getting the easier fights to ramp up Aegon as early as possible. And other person kind of having Thing, at the very least from the kind of like room 10 and onwards. And then both people just having Hercules nukes for X amount of fights. I think that should pretty much kind of cover almost everything that the game has. And when you focus on those two champions, you know, you can have like Heimdall with you along the way, both or something else that you might need. Like, you know, there, you know, you might need swap in like Mr. Fantastic, or you might swap in, you know, some other champion, like maybe a Mystic or specific fighter, something like that. But basically, both get Hercules. One of you ramp up Aegon, one of you has the Thing duty, and then the last spot, ideally for, you know, keep for Heimdall as kind of like an extra failsafe initially, and then, you know, later in later rooms you can swap that Heimdall for whatever you need. Hey, what's up, JJ? You back out from your outing, or you're just going to your outing now? I'm balling on such a weird spot with my roster, non-stop losing streaks. Don't worry about non-stop losing streaks. Hey, thank you very much, Heinz. Appreciate that. I'm gonna be the new one above all. Bit of a sugar rush. Interesting. Interesting. How did you get your sugar rush? Will ya let us know? Let's just extend this damage a wee bit. Pew 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 pew. How do you even get that stamp card? What stamp card? Huh? What are I talking about? What are I talking about here? $11.11. $11.11. There we go. Guys donate $11.11 every day. Not every day, but more often than not. Which I'm extremely grateful for, because ultimately this is my source of income and I could not do this without you. And Heinz is, you know, especially recently, Heinz is like one of the very few people who kind of keep this entire enterprise going. Because, you know, I don't want to kind of like moan or complain too much, but obviously times are harsh, everything's getting expensive, and with that, you know, overall support and things like that have also definitely dropped. So without Heinz, you know, it would be much worse than it is, and it's not great as is, to be honest, right now. So thank you, Heinz. Appreciate that. Paragon stamp card in store? Oh, you just need to buy the daily deals. You need to buy like the Thronebreaker daily deals. Heinz for mod? Yeah, maybe. Do we need more mods? I don't know. Do we need more mods? If I make Heinz a mod, that I don't know. Well, normal. Here's the thing. I let my mods choose the next mods, and ultimately JJ is the one that says whether somebody gets a new mod or not, because she's the boss lady. It's like I might be the face of the company, but JJ runs the business in the back. So, you know, I'm just gonna stick to that. That's for Chief. And appreciate all your advice and support as well, KD. Thank you. Better for AW Scorp or Spidey 2099? For AW, I'd probably say Spidey 99. Thronebreaker with 0 rank force. Well, you know, that just means that there is more for you to do, and keep working on your account, man. Heinz doesn't want to be a mod. See, you never actually asked what Heinz wants. He has better things to do with his life. Unlike Dab, who does want to be a mod, but can't be one. Okay, so let's claim the thingies. Look at that. Look at that. All the units flowing in. And we have the test of the Thronebreaker thingy. I actually did Cosmic Advancement this time around because I gave my 5-star gore some 6 tons. I think it was 5-star gore, yeah. Why am I getting bullied? Because you run the Liquid Courage double edge in every single Battlegrounds meta and everybody hates that. You wanna know why? That's exactly why. Hey, thank you very much, Blizzard. Appreciate that. 569. Appreciate that a lot as well. JJ knows what you're doing. Yeah, you do, Heinz. Well, JJ said that you have to be a mod then. It's called being cool? No, it's not. It's called being lame.
Shut up and take my money.
Blizzard 25 $5.69.
Fine, you know, if JJ tells, if JJ says that you want to be a mod, then you know it can't be helped. You can take it up with Boss Lady. If Boss Lady tells me that you no longer want to be a mod, I'll take her word for it. But other than that, Boss Lady said that you want to be a mod, and you know that kind of implies that it's happening. Hey, what's up, John? Happy birthday, man. Let's all here, yeah, just very quietly say happy birthday to John. Yes. Let's say happy birthday to JS. He's turning 30 years old today. He has all the life ahead of him. And JJ better make sure he's having a good birthday. It just has to be done. You better make sure my boy gets a good birthday. It's Johnny's birthday today. You do not let him down. Not on his 30th birthday. I'm smart enough not to mess with JJ. Yeah, everybody should get at least that baseline level of intellect. Nobody wants to mess with JJ. Stop, Robin. Congrats, bro. So yeah, wish happy birthday to John. He's turning all 30 years old. Heinz got mod. Heinz did get a mod, yes. Clean that cat crap. One more there is to make it special. Well, I mean, I don't necessarily know whether it is something to be discussed on YouTube, but I'm sure John can think of a couple more things. Like, maybe you should ask him, maybe he has an idea. Heinz must be a mod or else what? It's like, we better hear John whistling tomorrow. It's like, we better hear John whistling tomorrow. Tell Blizzard what? My birthday and Christmas, mate. It should be your personal Christmas. That's what the birthday is. It's kind of like a personal Christmas, isn't it? Jaden. Come on, pew pew pew. Just be dead. How do you get mod hero? Why? Because you were always around when I started my channel, more or less. He was one of the earlier mods. I think he was like one of the first 5 mods that I ever had on my channel. Not my smartest decision, like, you know, let's be honest here. I have definitely made better decisions. I think out of every single mod on my channel, you know, Q definitely is within top 5 most problematic mods ever. And that's only because top 4 most problematic mods on my channel are no longer mods on my channel. So, you know, there is that. But, you know, that is factually accurate. He was here before I think I had 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers. So he's kind of like one of those legacy personnel, you know. It's like, if I was hiring a moderator today, I would never ever in a million years hire him. But because I did it back then, there's not much I can do about it right now. You know those situations where you kind of have like an 80-year-old employee working at Walmart as a greeter who can barely stand and talk, but, you know, nobody has the heart to fire them because they have been there longer than, you know, most of those people have been alive. So it's just one of those things where, you know, we have kind of largely made peace with it. You know, there's definitely a couple of 100 people who do not watch my streams anymore because Q is a mod, but, you know, it's just one of those situations. I made my bed and I have to sleep in it now. So, like, what's the best way to put it? He's an ass. He's annoying as fudge. If I ever meet him, I would probably slap like, if I ever had beer with him, I would definitely slap the living daylights out of him over the course of the night. But he's kind of like my dickhead, you know. At the same time, you know, I'm not gonna let other people pick on him because that's my job. Or at the very least, I wouldn't let other people do it seriously. So if, you know, somebody kind of like has a bone to pick with him, I would stick up for him. And then smack him later myself. But, you know, it's just one of those things. Such is life. What you gonna do about it? Dab definitely. Dab would definitely get a good smacking as well if I ever had a beer with him. The thing in arena must be run from the. I know that. True love-hate. It's not a love-hate relationship. It's more like, I don't know, a little irritating brother or a little cousin, something like that. But at this point, you know, you just don't have a heart to cut him off or whatever. Still pisses you off daily. Well, it's no, that's not no, that's not a best friend. It's again more like a little brother type of deal. Did they even let you drink beer where you live? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I definitely tried to stay away from the channels where Q's more, not gonna lie. Exactly. Exactly. I wouldn't mind getting smacked by you. Jesus. I just don't like beer. Okay, you can have like some sort of, you know, I don't know what, appletini or what else is that you drink. What else kind of sissy girly drink you want? We want to be in the room with you a lot. You feel like right munchkin. Why? You have been in the room with me. What's wrong with that? What do you think? Would you like have a year selector champ class? I mean, class selector would be perfect, but I doubt that they can do it. Ice lemon tea. Yeah, I knew it's gonna be something CC like. Cue the smack. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's just preemptively get this done.
Oh what?
Larry, what the hell are you doing?
Larry! Larry, you can't just. Oh,
Larry! Oh, are you all right? How did you...
Larry!
Let's just, you know, leave it there. But yeah, this is gonna be it. I do need to finish up this stream. Yeah, I'm gonna finish up right now, I believe. Because I do need to go. At 60th out. That means that there's about 30 left, right? Coming for them. Right, MSD? Sure, drop the link. Drop the link, lady. I actually forgot how many do people have. Alright, start spamming the link. Let's go. Hashtag KT1 Raid. Let's have the KT1 hashtag. And I'm gonna catch you guys tomorrow morning. We're gonna carry on grinding arena. See ya. Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next month